Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Wednesday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go across to our friends over in the US, and of course we head to North Carolina in particular, and of course speak to the two Australian players currently playing for the Duke women's basketball team, and they both join us now from North Carolina. Thanks both of you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
I'll get both of you to introduce yourselves and tell us, obviously, which part of Australia did both of you all come from to arrive together there in North Carolina?
Take it away, Miela.
Okay. Hey, so I'm Miela Goodchild. I'm from Brisbane, Queensland. And yes, I'm a combo guard playing at Duke University.
And I am Sara Anastasieska. I'm from Sydney, Australia. And I'm also a combo guard playing for Duke University.
My question I'm going to ask is, in a pretty difficult year for everyone, especially with COVID, how's it been like in the last couple of months heading towards your conference play later this month into next year?
I think for us, it's actually been quite good because we have such a good staff and support staff that are helping us through these times. We get tested every day. As much as it sucks, it keeps us safe. And I think we've been doing a good job. We got here in August, and then we've been training since then, and games have just started, so it's been good.
Yeah, Duke's done a really good job at really protecting like the athletes, and like Sarah said, we get tested every single day, and we have to wear masks in the weight room. Fortunately, we don't have to wear masks when we're training, running up down the court, thank the Lord. But yeah, it's actually been handled really well. Obviously quite different to Australia, but it's been handled well.
I guess with the games coming up very soon and conference play, how exciting is that to at least get to know that, you've got the conference play coming up very soon?
Yeah, I think it's super exciting. I think I'd say some half of everyone it's good training, but playing so much better. And yeah, we haven't played since March, so it's been a while. So yeah, it's super exciting. And then, ACC, it's like one of the toughest conference in, college basketball. So yeah, it's really exciting to, get some good competition.
Yeah, I agree with that. I obviously haven't played in the ACC just yet, coming from the Pac-12, and I think the Pac-12 was really good competition, and I also think the ACC is really good as well. So it's exciting, and it's also nice to have a fellow Aussie on the team.
Yep, I agree with that.
Now, tell us a couple of your players in the team. Especially, I'm assuming you got some freshmen in the team that's come new to the team, and how have they have adapted to the program?
We have one freshman, and she is unreal. She plays like she's a veteran. She plays like she's been here for years. So we really do love her. And then the only other new person is me, but I'm obviously quite older than the freshman, about 5 years. But yeah, so it's us two that are new, and I think the team has welcomed us really well. I mean, everyone is so close here, and it's such a good environment to be in. So I'm definitely thankful for that.
Sarah, you mentioned before that obviously you're new to the team. Why did you end up choosing Duke and obviously crossing to the other side of the country?
I mean, Duke is just such a prestigious program and has been for years. And I think when I came down to my top three, I kind of wanted that combo between school and basketball. And Duke is such a great school as well. And I've always wanted to go to business school for my grad year. And it was kind of a no-brainer coming here with how prestigious the business program is and just the whole program in itself.
I want to ask you is, how good is to have another Australian on the team, considering I think throughout your time there at Duke, you did have an Australian player next to you?
Yeah, no, it's so good to have Australian. I was super excited when I heard that Sarah is coming to Duke. You know, she's a great addition to the team, and you know, you just love talking Aussie with someone. It's great. So yeah, it's been a blast, and yeah, I'm super excited for the rest of the year with Sarah and playing on the court together, getting a little bit of the the Aussie spark or whatever.
Both of you come from different states in Australia. Of course, the good old Queensland New South Wales rivalry that we all know here in Australia. Have either of you played against each other before coming over to the States?
No, I am quite a bit older than Miela. I think it might be 3 years. So we were always like one age group separate. Like if I was top age 18, she was top age 16. So we never really played on a team together or an Australia team together.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your amazing coaching staff there at Duke, and what have both of you learned from the amazing coaching staff that you have there?
Yeah, so Coach Kara, yeah, she's an absolute goat. So she played 13 years in the WNBA. She was one of the coaches for the Boston Celtics NBA team. She's, commentated games on ESPN. Yeah, so she's done pretty much a lot of stuff a lot of people want to achieve. So it's been really awesome learning off her. Yeah, we learn off her every day. She's super wise and she knows the game. She's very much a player coach because she played the game. So yeah, it's been really awesome to learn off her. She knows her stuff, and we're super excited to continue learning off her.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Mila. It's as soon as she was named coach, everyone was just super excited because we all know how big time she is. She's pretty much done it all, and she's won gold medals at 3-on-3 tournaments with like great players. So, and then coming from the Celtics, I mean, that's kind of as high as you can get coaching wise. And I think she's just the perfect fit for the program.
Yeah, and then to add on, like she recruited such great other coaching staff. So they really compliment to have them all. They all bring their own spark to the game. They're all super knowledgeable, and yeah, they've all coached at really high levels. So yeah, her with the combo of the rest of the coaching staff, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, we're super blessed.
Now, I know that North Carolina basketball, in particular Duke, is massive over there, especially your fans, which obviously that's probably going to be a little bit different this year, considering with COVID, I guess. But tell us on before COVID, how special, and I guess this particular question probably end up going to Miela anyway. I guess tell us how special is your Duke fans?
Yeah, so yeah, we like to call them the Cameron Crazies because we play in Cameron Indoor and they're crazy. No, they're absolutely awesome. Yeah, the best fans in college basketball. You know, they line up for ages outside games. And yeah, they're super passionate. And yeah, we have a classic like UNC versus Duke rivalry, and that, yeah, that's pretty strong. So, no, it's absolutely awesome. And then, Cameron's such a small stadium or like a smaller one. So it actually gets really loud in there. And yeah, the Cameron, when they're cheering, yeah, so it's great.
Now, for both of you, how did both of you get involved in basketball and why did you choose it?
I think it was in like year 6. I needed to fill in for like my sister's school team. She was in high school and they had like a local comp team and they had a coach. Disclaimer, they weren't very good. So I thought I'd fit perfectly in because I had no idea what I was doing. Started playing with them for a little bit and then ended up actually being okay. Could dribble, could shoot it a little bit, and then one of he's like an ex Boomers player. Kind of said to me, "Oh, you're actually kind of good. If you keep doing this, you could make a Australian team in a few years." And I kept doing it. Started just getting into club and doing the state teams and stuff. And then after my first state stint, I ended up making an Australian team, and I was like, okay, like I might actually be good at this. And then I kept going, and now I'm in college 6 years later.
And then yeah, mine's pretty crazy story. So my sister got a choice to so my sister, she's older by 5 years. She got a choice in school co-curricular to choose ballet or basketball. luckily she chose basketball, and I grew up watching her and really wanted to be like my sister. So of course, when I had the chance, when I was like 6 years old, I decided that I wanted to play basketball because I grew up watching my sister play, and then I pretty much fell in love with it. And then from the age of 13, I decided that I really loved it, and I wanted to go serious with it. Yeah.
Will be the one particular highlight that stands out to both of you throughout both your basketball journeys?
I'd say probably representing my country or our country, really. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that when you put on the green and gold and just go out there and play with like such great teammates and against such great competition. So I think that's what it is for me.
Yeah, I think my fave would be under 17s. Representing Australia when we won Worlds. And made history. That was pretty unreal. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, what can beat that? Yeah, so that'd be probably mine.
Now, both of you mentioned right at the start what position both of you played on the court. If you had a preferred position, would you like to convince your coaches to put you, where would that be?
Honestly, I'm gonna say where I am. I like being, the combo like shooting guard. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, I'm with Miela too. I don't think I'd be good at any other position, especially the post. I do not fit in down there. That's for sure.
I don't know, those mismatches are
Oh, stop it.
in training. Get out.
Now, what does the sport of basketball mean to both of you, and especially playing there at Duke?
Basketball means a lot. I think it's actually taught me a lot in life with like lessons and working hard. Like hard work always pays off. And then also, as you can see, like it's taken me around the world. I think it's taken me like 11 countries now. So I think it's such a global sport, and really I've met so many amazing people doing it, being able to play on many teams, and then that skill. So basketball's been absolutely awesome, and it means a lot in my life.
I'm with Mill on that one. It means a lot. I mean, it kind of sets you up for later in life, whether you're playing basketball or not. You just kind of get into a schedule and make sure on time you're accountable. You just do all the little things that gets you ahead in life after basketball. And I think again, as Miela said, I've been around the world with it, and without it, I probably wouldn't have been. And then just being able to come across the world and get an education and play basketball under a scholarship is what a lot of kids dream about. And I think we're blessed that we both got that opportunity.
Definitely.
Do either of you have any future ambitions post-college in the sport?
Yeah, I would love to play professionally in Europe in the WNBA and in WNBL. I love to travel the world playing basketball. That would be the dream.
Yeah, I agree with Miela on that one. I mean, for as long as I can play basketball, I will stay playing basketball. So, yeah.
What would be your advice to our listeners here in Australia that should follow the mighty Duke Blue Devils women's basketball team in the 2021 season?
I mean, what other team has two Aussies? Come on. Yeah, I just think that we're representing Australia and we hold that to a really high standard. And we hope to make everyone proud out there.
Yeah, definitely watch some games. I know they played on ESPN and the ACC network. So definitely, we always love our Aussie fans. So definitely cheer us along as we're competing and representing Oz and Duke over here.
Now, of course, you might as well give your local basketball association a bit of a shout out down here in Australia. That obviously, I'm sure they have helped both you to where you got to now over there in college. You might as well give them a bit of a shout out.
So mine's Logan Basketball. Huge shout out. And then when I get home, they also lend me basketball hoops and that. So they're absolutely awesome. Yeah. So Logan Basketball, shout out to you.
And I'm going to throw a big shout out to Northern Suburbs Basketball, the Bears. I played there from, I think it was under 16s to under 18, so 4 years. And they've been really good and always there to support me. So go Bears.
Now, funny enough, both the Thunder and the Bears both won their respective state competitions just recently. Do either of you follow your clubs?
Yeah, I follow clubs. Yeah, I saw them. They won. Yeah, the QBL, the new name for it. But yeah, they won the championships. That's absolutely awesome. Always rooting for them.
Yeah, I definitely follow them. Whenever I go home, usually in this summer here, which is usually winter at home, I go and train with them and stuff. So I know the girls pretty well. So yeah, I do keep up with them as well.
Now, have you convinced any of your teammates there in Australia to come down with you to visit?
Yes,
oh
we have.
Everyone wants to come now that this whole pandemic is happening, and we tell them how everyone is not wearing masks, everyone's doing their thing again in Australia. They're like, I'm moving with you. And we're like, okay, perfect, let's go.
Join along.
Yeah.
Come to the land down under.
Now, have anyone tried to put the Australian accent on, and how's that traveling?
Yeah, multiple attempts. They do love trying. Some of them are decent. Yeah, they grow, they improve. I wouldn't say it's quite up to the notch, but they're working on it. Yeah.
Some work, but like we do really appreciate the effort for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Jade and Jada. Keep trying, keep working on it.
Now, is there anyone on the team that just comedians?
Our entire team?
Yeah, I would say I'd say pretty much everyone, yeah.
In the locker room, we're always laughing. There's not one time that I just haven't like cracked a smile, like cracked up with my teammates. So,
any good singers and dancers in the team we should know about?
Miela is actually a really good singer, and she told me that she'd actually like to perform.
Oh.
So I don't know if you've met another Miela, but no, yeah, I wouldn't say singing's my greatest strength. I do sing, but I wouldn't say it's good. So yeah. But on the team, singers, I think Sara's actually decent. Yeah. And then dancers, Jennifer can really dance. Yeah, she can really dance.
Yep, I agree with that, except not the me singing part. And for my parents listening, they're going to agree too.
Now, we'll finish off with these last two, which is, do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
I have a ritual, I'd say. Like I always stretch my hamstrings and do this shoulder stretch before each game. And then say a prayer because I'm Christian. But yeah, that's about my routine.
Yeah, I don't think I have any superstition. I guess like a ritual is like I always shower and do my hair, like blow dry my hair every time before a game. I never blow dry my hair otherwise. So I guess that could be one.
Well, both of you, thank you so much for giving up your time to join us. It's awesome having both of you on the show. Please send our best wishes to your teammates for us and the whole team. And we'll be right behind the Blue Devils in 2020-21. And let's hope you can go all the way and win the ACC and especially hopefully get that national championship as well.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for having us.
No worries, and that's Miela and Sara there joining us from the Duke women's basketball team. Of course, for everyone here in Australia, you can follow them by heading to the website as well as on the social media, which we'll post all those up on how you can follow them throughout the 2021 season. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away here on the Wednesday edition.